For all things Halloween. This is Hauntformer, and welcome back to another RIP review, everyone. And this one is definitely spooky and scary, because today I have the Pose and Stay skeleton that I picked up last year at Costco. And there are some skeletons very similar to this one on the market this year, such as Spirit Halloween or Michael's. However, those ones aren't the Pose and Stay skeleton, I believe. Those are just the hanging ones that can't really, I should say, stand up. But this is still a pretty cool skeleton. I can't complain. And he is 60 inches tall, which is roughly 5 feet. On the top, you just have it saying Pose and Stay skeleton. And on the side, it says Pose and Stay skeleton, just to emphasize that you can pose him and he will stay in that pose. He also has some other pictures on the side. There's him jumping for joy. Yay, I killed someone. I don't know. There's him standing bored. And there's him on the toilet. I don't know. If you want to put it on the toilet, you can. I wouldn't recommend it, but you never know. Or he can just be sitting. Your preference. On the back, it says Pose and Stay skeleton. And you can see there is a haunted house there with him in some other poses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Pose and Stay skeleton outside of his box, and we are going to get a creepier look at him. Alright everyone, so the Pose and Stay skeleton is now out of his box. We can get a better look at him. Alright, so there's his face. It's really cool. Looks like a regular skeleton. Of course, there's not like a lot of scariness involved, but of course, you can customize him any way you want, and that is something that's really cool about this skeleton. Moving down his body, you can definitely see that there's a lot of detail. There's a lot in his rib cage and in his spine. Also, his hands have pretty good detail. They're not very scary, but they're just basic skeleton hands. Same with his pelvis. Moving down his legs, you can just see they're pretty basic skeleton legs. And one thing you're going to notice that will tell you whether that you are picking up a Pose and Stay skeleton is that the joints are going to be a lot more heavy duty. As you can see, there is like a nut right there, or a bolt that is really big, so it's not going to make your skeleton fall over. Although, I would recommend leaning him against a wall because he will tend, after a while, to want to slouch and even fall down. But you can, in some sense, pose him, and he will, in some sense, stay. For how long that is, I'm not sure. Mine kind of tends to fall back into his original position. But you can have him in many different poses, which is pretty cool. I like to pose the head a lot, and it has somewhat of a personality. You probably will want to customize yours to your haunt. So if you're doing a clown haunted house, make him a clown. If you're doing a princess fairy haunted house, make him a princess fairy. I don't know why you do that. Or if you're doing a ghost haunted house, dress him up in like a ghost robe. It's really up to you how you want to display your very own skeleton. And this year I'm not sure what he is going to be in my haunt, but if you have any ideas, please send them to me in the comments below. But I really do like the Pose and Stay skeleton. Skeletons are like my favorite Halloween monster, so it's really nice to get just a basic skeleton in my collection. And while he's maybe not the greatest prop, he's definitely very cool, and he's just a basic Halloween skeleton that really makes you think Halloween. He's got a pretty good quality. The joints don't hold as well as I would like, because you can't really hold his arms out. They will kind of just fall back, which I wish they would be a lot more solid. The price is okay. He should be more like $40 rather than $50 to $80, especially for ones that aren't Pose and Stay. But again, use a coupon and you will get him for a pretty good deal. His appearance looks just like a regular Halloween skeleton. He's not super scary, but again, he's just a basic skeleton. And he functions correctly for the most part. I mean, he doesn't always stay together, but for the most part, he is just a basic skeleton. So, rating him off of being just a basic skeleton, I will give him, out of 5 skulls, I'm going to give him 4 skulls. He's a pretty good skeleton. Maybe he's not the best on the market, but he's definitely the best that I've seen so far. The detail is not super scary, but it is basic to how a regular skeleton would look. And he's perfect to customize to your very own haunted house each and every year. So I do highly recommend this skeleton. He may return at Costco this year, or you can pick up the hanging ones at Michael's. So I hope you enjoyed this RIP review. Let me know what you think about any plastic skeleton you own, or more specifically this Pose and Stay one. And remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer. Time for a potty break. Oh my